Dear friends, myself Narendra Singh Nekela, Associate Professor at present Government College Uniara. Today we will discuss about the communication process. First of all, we will discuss about the meaning and definition of communication. The word communication is derived from the Latin word communis, which means to establish commonness between the source and receiver. Some authors define communication in different ways, but here we will discuss some important writers and we will discuss their definition in their own words. First of all, we will discuss about the definition of Roberts and Shoemaker. Roberts and Shoemaker in 1979, communication is the process by which messages are transferred from a source to receiver. Next, Van den Baan and Hawkins 1988 defined communication as the process of sending and receiving message through channel which establish common meanings between a source and receiver. And finally, more acceptable and widely recognized definitions of Liggins. According to Liggins, J.P. Liggins, 1961, communication defined as the process by which two or more people exchange their facts, feelings, experiences, impressions, ideas in such a way that each gain a common understanding of the meaning, intent, and use of the message. So that, in brief, we can say that communication is a conscious attempt to share information, ideas, attitudes, and the likes with others. And communication do some important function. So here we will discuss about the important functions of the communication. There are major four basic functions of communication. First one is information function. The basic requirement of adopting and adjusting oneself to the environment is information. There must be some information about what is going on in the environment which concern the people. And we also say that the 21st century is the century of information. So the major function of communication is the informative function. Second one is command or instructive function. Those who are hierarchically superior in the family, society, or organization often initiate communication either for the purpose of informing their subordinate or for the purpose of telling them what to do, how to do, when to do, etc. This type of communication are more observable in formal organizations than informal organizations, such as principal instruct his subordinate, either lecturers or the ministerial staff in the college. So this type of communication is also observed in our college. Next one is influence or persuasive functions. According to Barlow 1960, The sole purpose of communication is to influence the people. Persuasive function of communication may be observed in the extension activities, because in extension activities we induce people is extremely important for extension in changing their behavior in the desirable directions. We want to change the behavior of the farmers in a scientific manner. We want to change their knowledge, we want to change their attitude, we want to change their skill, and all this can be done by persuasive functions. Next one is interrogative functions. A major function of communication is interrogation at the intrapersonal or at the organizational level. This helps to maintain individual, societal, or organizational stability and identity. In every organizations, we have to integrate or coordinate different persons, different works. So, to develop teamwork, the integrative functions of communication is must. So, sometimes we say that communication is the blood of any communication. By communication, we improve the efficiency of our subordinates, our team members, so that we can get better results. So, these are major functions of communication. Next, we will discuss our next video, the model of communication. Thank you very much.